is the final match of the night. We've had 0 voice cracks, and I'm very happy about that. But now we have the stage 4 implications on the line here, folks. I'm Golden Boy we have Sideshow and Crumbs. Now, this has been a crazy day, okay? As the British would say, absolutely mental.
I would say that, yeah.
Because the overall...
I didn't know, but I would have.
Definitely. The overall playoffs are locked in, and the battle for Brooklyn will begin in July. Right now, though, it's all about stage 4. That's what this matchup is about, because these two teams are eyeing that $100,000 prize for being the best team in the final stage of the inaugural season. And take a look at the standings. Check the statistics, man.
We're looking at him, but this is more than money here for the Dallas Fuel, because this is validation. They have been struggling through 3 stages, and finally they've turned things around. If they can make it into the stage 4 standings and just get anywhere, really, number 1 and number 2, it would just be a very good reaffirmation that what they're doing is correct, and it would just be a great boon of confidence towards next year.
I think the biggest question for me is, can the LA Valiant go undefeated? Can they have a perfect stage 4? We saw Boston do that in stage 3. They went on a 14-match win streak in the regular season. Now, the LA Valiant can't do that because it's the end of the season. They've run out of matches to literally be able to do it. But they have an opportunity here to be able to make a perfect stage 4 and be able to lock up that number 1 seed in the stage 4 standings and therefore be able to pick their opponent. They have to get the win here to be able to get that number 1 seed and be able to pick their opponent for tomorrow. And when you look at the teams that are out there, that gives you a pretty big advantage of being able to take home some moolah.
Oh, moolah. Hey, I like that. There you go. You've been here long enough.
I have.
Picking up some of the phrasing.
Yeah, you're saying the British stuff and I'm saying the American.
Hey, look at that. That's what I like to hear.
That's teamwork.
So who are... That's teamwork, Josh. Who are the biggest rivals for the Valiant going into stage 4?
It's going to be quite introspective to hear this, but the biggest the biggest opponent for the Valiant is themselves. This team has been on a very hot streak right now, and frankly, you can get very confident or overconfident if you start beating New York Excelsior. You're starting doing so well out of nowhere. So I think that Valiant right now needs to realize that they're in a great position, but they cannot get complacent. They need to recognize that the only way they're taking home $1 million is if you practice to beat New York Excelsior. There's no other way around it.
So here's the thing. This Valiant team actually has one of the guys who I think could be or who I think should be a front runner for the T-Mobile MVP, and that's Custa. Because here's the thing, the results that he's been able to get with his team are fabulous, and might I add, it's not just about the stats that are in the game, but it's about the value that he provides out of the game.
The intangibles, the things that cannot be tanged, as they're known.
There are some things that can certainly be tanged, as you say.
Dear God.
But
what is it? Jokes?
Look at this. Look at what Custa's done outside of the game. He took some dude's girlfriend.
Are they there today? Who knows? Who knows?
I love how Josh is just completely unaware that this is going on.
What have you been doing? He's there. He knows. He's hiding.
We can see you, Custa. We know what you've been up to.
Custa out here just stealing girlfriends and stuff. Man.
Well, when you're that good, you know, and he had so much charisma.
And when you're that good looking as well. You know, Custa, I got you, baby.
Look, what's more to like? Even Australian as an accent. That is gold here in America, by the way. Look at that.
He was at it at the same time as Space, though, right? I don't think you can give all the credit to Custer. I think this team went through a whole rebuilding phase, and that's when they ended up being so good. But up against the Dallas Fuel here, I'm more interested in how Fate performs. That's the guy that I'm going to be looking at for the LA Valiant and comparing him to OGE, because both of these two teams like to run quite a bit of Reinhardt, and I'm not really using this stat card to talk so much about their individual performance. I'm more thinking about how the team is structured around them, because the Dallas Fuel, when they played against Seoul Dynasty earlier on, had a little bit of difficulty getting value out of their tank compositions, which has been the bread and butter of Dallas Fuel in Stage 4, whereas the LA Valiant seem to play so well around Fate. They support him perfectly. They're all playing within his shield sightlines, putting a lot of pressure on the enemy Reinhardt. So this, I think, is going to be the battle of where it goes down between these two teams.
All right, well, we talked about the matchup. Now it's time to bring out your first team in our final game of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the Dallas Fuel. The Dallas Fuel, 5-4 in Stage 4. And here's a little fun fact. The most cheered team in the league on Twitch. People love cheering for the Fuel.
Yeah, despite the fact that they have not been at the top of the table, to say the least, for the majority of the
I'll give you a fun fact. Seagull's definitely a fan favorite here, but personally, my favorite foul has always been the Pelican. I feel like this bird offers a lot more. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's an archaic term. I Googled it earlier.
All right.
But still, I've been around.
You Googled it for this segment.
Pelicans for a while. Look at what Mickey's doing. Look at that flexibility. This guy's charisma is too much. It's almost, you feel like you should be happier around him.
Yes, well, Dallas Fuel do look happier at the moment, but I think that might be because they've been winning. Because they've always been around Mickey.
We almost caught OGE picking his nose, but you know, moving on.
Did your Pelican point have a payoff?
There is absolutely nothing else besides me telling people that I like Pelicans. I think it's a great bird.
I'm sure Seagull loves Pelicans as well. But Seagull has actually been performing really well so far this stage and has been that little X factor, the player that can flex onto a huge range of different heroes for them and be able to add some punch if he goes over to the Hanzo or the Genji, for example, where Mickey picks up the Diva. Dallas Fuel have got a bit of a system going, but I'm concerned that it might not be good enough to be able to book their spot into Stage 4 here when they're up against the undefeated in Stage 4 Valiant.
They're also up against their former teammate. Remember, Custa was in the Dallas Fuel. This was like the trade between Bunny, between Custa, and Unko as well. So definitely these teams are very familiar with each other.
That's right, but now it's time to bring out the Dallas Fuel's opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, the Los Angeles Valiant. Here we go, folks. They're 9-0. Can they go unbeaten in Stage 4?
Would that discredit Boston's amazing feat, or would just be now amazing feats just happen from great teams?
I think that is the case. You know, I didn't think that we would see 2 perfect stages over the course of the league, but when you have patch drops that happen in the middle of stages, it makes other teams, you know, it fits certain teams' strengths more than others. And as we saw Boston drop off, we've really seen the rise of the LA Valiant. Now we're going to be seeing another patch change before the playoffs as well, so who knows what that's going to do to mix things up. But at the moment, Valiant's core strengths, their fundamentals, and how well their DPS players have made them one of the most scary teams, perhaps the most scary team in the league right now, if you're judging by current form.
I mean, absolutely. They're the team that took down the New York Excelsior. I think that it's the team that has shown that they are probably trying the hardest out of everybody with their performances that the DPS have been putting out that have been stellar. And we're about to get to one of the main guys here, Karif. We saw earlier today, he has one of the, I think he actually played the most heroes in the league. He's played by that guy, Karif.
Yeah, because he's been thrown onto DPS earlier in the season before they reshuffle, and now he's back on that main
dirty dog
role.
Gotta sanitize. Gotta sanitize. I'm glad I brought that one back.
You really do.
So proud of myself for that one. All right, guys, now it's time to get into our final match of the day. Let's make some noise, Blizzard Arena. Come on. We're going to send it over to your casters. We got Hexaboo and Semi-Bear.
Whoa, Golden Buddy. All right, then. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. I mean, I got a beard, so we're kind of getting there, Hex. I'm just more concerned about the fact that Crumbs finds pelicans to be awesome animals because they are like blind vermin that actually just eat each other's babies and stuff. They're horrible. It's terrible birds.
It's not so much that they eat other animals. Then like you see the animal struggling in the thing, and they're just chilling.
They're supremely unconcerned with the suffering of whatever it is that they're eating. It's not quick with the pelican. No, it's a terrible beast. You and I, we have to talk.
I guess there was the good-hearted pelican in Finding Nemo. Helped him out, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Those are some trusting fish. He's like, climb in, and they're like, sure,
this is a great idea.
I mean, it's just bad.
I like how we have to go to a Disney movie to find a good pelican. Yeah, that's how deep we have to go.
That movie's just a lesson in bad parenting from the get-go. It's terrible. Anyway, we have some Overwatch here, and you know, the stakes are still pretty high for a couple of these teams. Of course, you want to ace the entire stage, which the Valiant are looking to do. The LA teams have looked fantastic. Dallas trying to prove that they have turned a new leaf. They've been really inconsistent. Win, loss, win, loss, win. So they still have a chance to get into the stage playoffs as well, but they got to win here.
Do you think, should we read anything into like where Custa is sitting on the stage as well, considering he's sitting the closest to his old team, Dallas?
Yeah.
You know, kind of throwing eyes at him, you know?
Everyone seemed very happy. It was a very fun group. You know, Custa walks in. I just like that the guy with the sign that Custa Soul's girl is sitting like right on that side of the stage, just locking eyes with him.
How awkward is that?
It's fantastic. I don't have to look anyone in the eye. It's great.
No, we just need to get the investigative journalist in on this, you know. Who was the girlfriend? Was it true?
Yes, because that is content that we need.
That is totally good content.
That actually, you know, our community would eat that up. To
Absolutely.
be dead
Front
honest.
page of Reddit at the top.
All right, offensively for Dallas the last time on this map, they like to run double sniper, a Hanzo and a Widow, and a lot of teams will change that up, but they ran it from beginning to last here. But it seems like Dallas right now is just going to do some scouting early on with that Sonic Arrow and then make some decisions here going forward. It does seem like a tank-heavier composition with Mickey on the Zarya instead of Seagull. A little bit interesting, but Seagull's actually been playing a very good D.Va, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like his D.Va is top-notch, so there's no worries there. Exactly, just instantly getting up onto Kareem. Kareem dropping dangerously low. His healer will be there to back him up, though. His healer, I mean. Yeah, Custa's gonna be Johnny on the spot, but then Seagull's like, okay, how about if I body block him? Does that work? No, it's gonna cost you your mech, Seagull. He gets the kill anyway. Going toe-to-toe, Custa. What can you do?
Get the light gun out right there, and meanwhile, while all that's going on, back at the ranch, aka the point, they've gotten one tick, about to get a second. It is only a lone Agilities who will die, leaving Mayhem in his wake, but they will capture this first point. It's a smart move because I've been watching a lot of these teams, and the Valiant are one of them as well, where they'll just have a Zenyatta up top and no one even looks at them. They just hang out the entire game, they throw an orb, and then they're sniping damage, so it's good to pressure them out of there at the least.
Yeah, sacrifice the one for, you know, destabilizing the healers. That means that, you know, so long as you are pressuring Kariva up there, it means that Custa can't be there to heal the rest of the team. Everything spins out. I love it. Great play from Seagull. Taimu with the headshot on soon to kick off the second fight here.
Seagull's at him again. Seagull's all over Kariva again. Will take him down. They do get the res off here. Seagull just kind of blocking him out and just walking this one through the streets.
Straight up onto the high ground, right on the edge of a self-destruct, so he can be a bit more aggressive here. He will have good odds of getting a new mech back.
Unko channeling his inner winds, just back alone on the cart, probably sending out some tweets. The old rogue days never die.
There was a time when I was a part of the action. Right now is not that time.
Just reading one of those like old Civil War letters, like, my dearest Margaret, times are tough here on the payload.
You're a colonel servant.
There is a dragon ready, and there is a graviton ready, so about to unleash the space dragon should they so need, but so far it's completely one-sided, 7-1 kills in favor of the Dallas Fuel.
Woo. Well, there we go. Agilities will be able to pick up the one, but Unko will be there to aim to rend that. Ends it down rather quickly. Timer gets razzed up again as well, so the payload continues to make progress. Mickey holding on to that charge as well, so he'll be doing the damage. He'll be chunking. There's the grab. There's the combo, but we do have the Transcend there to negate the dragon. Kareem, having used the Transcend, however, is going to be a bit vulnerable, and you can see they're already trying to take advantage of it.
Almost able to bank that one in and takes out Harry Hook, but a nice dodge at the last second. Still, Dallas is in great shape here. Another Shatter is going to come down, not finding any pay dirt. So they've used the enormous ultimates and gotten 0 out of it. In fact, Mickey falls, so the Valiant on the verge of bringing this one back.
Unko takes bait. Mickey will be res. Dallas right now are in a pretty solid spot, it looks like. Space dropping very low. Custis with the wings out. He's the only thing that's making a difference right now for Los Angeles Valiant, unless Agilities can come up with a big play. But again, we will have the dragon, and again, it will get countered out, canceled by Kareem's Transcendence.
This is taking way too long. Another self-destruct comes out, but Valiant are in full fighting force back onto the payload. Harry Hook did pop the Valkyrie there because his entire team was low, but look at this. Dallas has used just about everything into this fight, and that is where the payload is still sitting.
That's unreal that they managed to hold this. Agility's now point blank with the rockets, just looking for some fun.
He was looking to get in there and probably throw down that barrage on this team too. He missed his mobility concussion there, was unable to get it, but completely stabilized. Dallas on second point will often go to a Brigitte, especially on defense if it matters. So Mickey has moved over. Taimu now on the Widow. See some wholesale changes. It'd be interesting to see if the Valiant will put Agilities onto perhaps a Doomfist, although Farah is already a very decent counter to Brigitte, but Houston had figured out that if they get just focused on Mickey's Brigitte, then the rest of the composition would fall, and it was even Jake on this point running the Doomfist against Dallas.
Yeah, there's a way to cancel it out. We'll see if that is going to get in the cards for us here. It would be great fun to watch, but for now it's going to be a perspective of Soon. He's got the Emperor side up. Pretty common angle to be holding there, and that sets it up for the exactly hammer and anvil kind of style. Soon on the one side, where you go? You try and deal with him? Nope, then you got to worry about Agilities, who's going for the barrage. Once again, only finding the one kill. This time he dies in the process. Quick reaction there from Seagull. Will eventually force Soon back.
Able to matrix this one out. Fate is very far back. I don't know exactly what he's looking for. In fact, he's just looking for an escape route now. Soon on the mega flank, to the right, trying to catch people as they come in. Doesn't have to worry about much for now. Taimu's not even in this fight.
Yeah, we've passed the 2-minute mark here for Dallas Fuel. Minute 45 left on the clock here for them to get this second point. It's pretty much back where it started again. Los Angeles Valiant, though, hanging in. Soon finds the headshot on Unko to kick this off. Fate, well, we will have the res up by Harry Hook, but Soon takes advantage of that to pop one into Taimu's face.
Complete distraction there, cutting them apart, presenting the threat to the Zenyatta, which forces Harry Hook back to try to recover on that one. Custa did use the Valkyrie during that fight, but they have Transcendence again, and no worries about the Space Dragon combo, which netted Dallas all of nothing early on here. This is getting down to it. There's only a minute. You lose this fight, then your reinforcements are going to be very difficult to get back in here. The long walk from spawn to second point on Kings.
Yeah, it is exactly that. Just a marathon. But there it is, 60 seconds, and Agilities once again finds Unko, and that's going to be the go signal here for Los Angeles Valiant, looking to press in and take advantage of it. Might have overextended. We will have the rally thrown in here by Mickey. Unko getting just a little bit of that armor. Want to see a little bit more on him here if this is possible. OG's got the shatter, but everybody on the high ground is going to make it difficult to get the value out of that. They need to come down on the point and contest here, Valiant, and just in the last second they will.
There's going to be a shatter as well. I mean, it's been Seagull and OG carrying this fight through for Dallas. You saw how well Seagull's playing early. We'll get some cleanup there as well and finally grab it to this last point. Silver lining here is while they were getting that point, it was kind of a staggered fight, so they were able to save up ultimates. They've got 5 up, ready to go. The only one not is going to be that rally, but you see the effects of the rally are still on a large portion of this team.
Unko only just got a sliver of that armor. That's unfortunate, but Soon, I mean, he's just doing Soon things. He's still just plucking away.
No, but those are recent Soon things. Soon used to be fine as far as a Widow cleaning up fights, kind of contributing to it. Soon's Widow in the last 3 weeks has been winning fights, getting key kills early, and absolutely setting up the Valiant in a great spot. A huge shatter knocks down 4. Transcendence will save several of them, but not enough.
Not enough. There's the opening. Custa will bring the res back here on the space, but we lose Soon in the meantime, and a couple of big kills here for the Dallas Fuel. Space out of it, unable to get that new mech, and Fate dead as well is really going to make things a little bit prickly here for the Los Angeles Valiant defense. They are trying to rally back up together, but they don't have a whole lot of room to work with here. It is going to be Space on that Diva. He's going to have to charge out and contest. Yep, no time wasted. Straight out onto the point. Custa is there with the wings out as well. So we have the chain healing here for Valiant. Can they hold again?
Custa actually takes down Taimu in that Battle Mercy pose, but now Kareev just getting walked in on. Adds what Brigitte does. Very back and forth there. Custa's able to bring Agilities back to life, though. Is Brigitte very low, getting pocketed. This is going to be very tight between the two. Mickey gets cut off from the rest of his team and deleted.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Agility is right there, taking full advantage of it. He gets deaded by Unko. Wow, Fate just throws that shatter into OGE's shield. No value there, but Kareev has got the trance yet again to cancel out the OGEs, or OGs rather. So
Kareev has done so well for this team. Every time they've needed a big play, he's been the guy to do it. Seagull, desperation, throws down the self-destruct. It will get Custa. Walks into that one, but this one is just about over. Mickey's on the Tracer, keeps it alive momentarily.
Yeah, he might be able to make it in here again, waiting till the last possible second. Yep, there's the tap. We have the Doomfist rounding the corner, getting body blocked though, getting distracted. OG not able to make it. Harry Hook gets picked, and it is just going to be them dying one after another here, Dallas. Nothing really that they can hope to do. Seagull might be able to, yes, just at the last possible second, again, keeps it alive, but surely this is it. Nobody inside for the Fuel. And it will be a hold.
That was it, if don't call me Shirley. Seagull had a really good match overall. I mean, just to open it up, you saw him abusing Kareev early on. He leads the entire server in final blows as a Diva. A lot of times Divas get a lot of limbs because they're in on everything, just a couple pellets here and there, and you get your participation. But he's 17 limbs and 11 final blows.
Yeah, he is. Wow, it's kind of just what we were expecting from him from the get-go. First point, you see how aggressive he was. He's the one kind of setting up these fights and really going in on the squishies.
Had it not been for Kareev getting Transcendence up every minute 15,
yeah,
it could have been entirely different.
How frustrating if you're Taimu and you're just like, right, Dragon time, let's go! And then nope, no fun allowed, Kareev.
No.
Too damn quick with the trance, too damn quick with the ult building. So, it is going to be the change of signs.
Valiant within win condition. Just get it to the end.
Wait,
just
where's Soon's glasses?
I don't know. Maybe that explains. You know, he wasn't having a dominant performance.
Only 9 final blows for Soon. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Eyes getting a little tired there.
Gotta get the game. Goggles on. Also, people at home don't know what we're doing while we're casting this. You're a consummate professional. You were filling a water bottle with powdered vitamin C and didn't skip a beat. Still casting, eyes on the prize. You didn't even miss a granule into that bottle.
No,
well
the
done.
bottle is entirely dry on the outside. No sticky vitamin C on my fingers. Thank you very much, Hex.
I'm always impressed, but obviously, I'm easily impressed. So.
That's why you can stand casting with me.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Works.
Inside.
All right. Well, Los Angeles, as I'm now like pressing buttons. Los Angeles Valiant. Yeah, you're in my head now, Hex. They're on the offense. We're gonna get to see what they're capable of here. Are Dallas Fuel going to be able to withstand them? Dallas Fuel going for pretty much the standard fare, kind of the New York Excel approach. You know, you get the Widow, you get the Sneagle on the Junkrat, and you get the High Horse.
Well, the Valiant kind of taking the XL approach as well. Why not? If you're going to emulate a team, going to try to run a Pharah into this. Agility's one of the top 3 play times on Pharah. Hydration and Libero also in there. A beautiful concussion will knock off Uncle from the high ground. Siegel's going to go back up top because he's got mines, but everyone else is evacuated from the point. A single ability cracked that defense.
Throws it all out of whack. Was expecting a little bit more out of it, but they are playing this safely here, Valiant. Taking their time with it. Soon brought back to life. Now we're at a full fighting man strength here. 6 alive for the Valiant. Well, I mean, from this perspective, it is, this is really like the big wow kind of plays from Pharah. Just throwing in rockets at angles.
Pharah staying alive, trying to provide that pressure over the top. He's discorded as well, so he can't really peek. You don't want to get headshot. Fate's going to go in, try to create some chaos and some space there. Going to try to also dislodge Taimu, but it's the tanks of the Valiant that fall first.
Nice try there with the Seagull Tire, but it gets picked immediately. These Widows are getting so good at hitting shots on tires. Very difficult to get any value out of that Junkrat ultimate, but for now it's Agility's backing off, playing it safe, waiting for his team to res up. We'll have another crack at this, no worries there. They have plenty of time, 2.5 minutes.
Well, the Valiant offense has looked pretty bad on Kings recently. Last time they played San Francisco, I believe, they put in a couple of their bench players. KSF and Bunny came in for that one, but they tried this Pharah offense and got full health. So they know that this is a difficult offense to pull off, so it might just be the case where practicing some strategies here, trying to get warmed up for your inevitable playoff run.
When all the money's on the line, that's when you really need to step up and have everything fine-tuned.
It's just, the Pharah offense is such a slow burn anyway. It's like they haven't really even committed to a single push yet, and we only have 2 minutes left.
Oh, Rocket's in. Agility's has been sitting on this barrage for a little bit now. Changing it up, Soon with the first shot here. Draws it, Unko out of it, headshot there. Taimu brings it back, removes Agility's. No barrage possible. Soon with the flank though. And look at this, he's going full out. Harry Hook going Battle Mercy, trying to stay in this fight, but Kareem will find that kill, and it is going to be the opening here for Los Angeles Valiant. Soon even out hunting for the kill, along with the help of his tank. Fate will collect that kill on Taimu.
A couple things. One, if you're in Moth mode, you don't necessarily want to be indoors. You can just fly anywhere on the map. You are in free cam, essentially. So they are going to pick this one up. 2, it does seem like they do need to perfect some things. That's twice now Agilities has missed his concussion blast to reposition himself, once on defense, once on offense. And those are the kind of small mistakes that can end up costing you a fight, a match, a set, so you got to fine-tune those things.
I want Agility so badly now to just hit the perfect concuss mine, get in on 6 of them, blow them all up. Not going to happen.
That was a little better, I guess. He got away from it.
We've had the change. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Oh, Harry Hook dying to the self-destruct. Well, okay then.
Greatly. Seagull out of this fight as well. Cart will continue to push as they mop up the remainder of these kills. Soon just chilling.
That's awkward. Mickey not realizing. Oh, get out.
I was already leaving. Just hit him in the face with our rocket mace.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's like the opposite of the Roadhog hook.
Yeah.
Instead of kind of get over here, it's like get away from me, please.
It's very polite.
There you go.
Get away from me, please.
Get out of my personal space.
Your presence is a nuisance.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Roadhog, lonely guy, just wants a hug. Has to hook you in, not get you close.
Agility was trying to set up a flank, but Taimu found him there. Now Taimu is behind the rest of the team. No one really knows. Now Soon knows. And everyone else gets the memo. Taimu with a couple of nice kills.
There we go. Taimu's starting to wake up. Not a bit of a quiet one so far, but
hey,
there we go.
That was a good concussion to get away.
Oh, right now it's the defense setup. They're doing a good job of burning down this clock. It took a bit for Los Angeles Valiant to pick up that first point. They're down to about 2 minutes now to pick up the second here, Los Angeles Valiant. And these flanking widows are becoming very common, right? You've always got to check these angles now. Worry.
It's the way you play it in the Overwatch League, and you can see why. It's super effective. Even if he had died there, it's a 2-for-1 trade. You're totally fine with it.
Let me hit the body. Oh, yes, technically. He was looking for the headshot there, Taimu. That would be big. Soon missing an opportunity. A golden one. Taimu just willing to take that fight. Grapples closer to his foe. I like it. OG, however, will find the kill on Fate to kick off this following fight. Custo with the wings out will get the res off on the tank, but that means that Agilities will get, well, blown out of the sky by Seagull. This is shaping up to be a solid hold here for Dallas Fuel as they are getting kind of split up here. Valiant have to fall back.
Timer's still got the angles here. We are at 90 seconds left, so let's take a look at what this, at least penultimate, if not final push will look like for the Valiant. Both of the support ultimates gone. Fate can create some chaos, and maybe as long as he's creating the chaos, getting some tanks and maybe a D.Va out of the way, then the barrage should come through from Agilities.
Ah, there it is. Agilities finally with the barrage, and he gets nothing.
He cracked a shield.
Oh, Seagull with the 1-up. Hi, Agilities, you're not gonna get anything here. Let me show you how it's done real quick. 3 kills for Seagull in as many seconds. What a beast.
Yeah, for a second, Seagull was in danger of losing his final blow leadership on the server. He's actually added a little bit of padding to it now. 17 final blows on the D.Va, 28 limbs.
Carry D.Va, it's fine.
That's totally possible, but no one ever notices when you're doing your job as a D.Va. That's how you know you've done your job perfectly. And it seems like you've done nothing at all.
It's a thankless task. Then you look at the scoreboard. Oh yeah, okay, Seagull doing the dirty work right now. I mean, Taimu isn't too far behind, but between the two of them right now, they are running game. So this is going to be it. Cue the dramatic music. 15 seconds on the clock here for Valiant to somehow unlock this choke point.
Yeah, they've switched up their entire composition as well. Ryan, Zarya, and Brigitte now in the mix for this team. Probably a little too late. They're going to have to dodge a shatter.
Well, is Mickey going to be able to get in a position here to deny the Ryan shield? That's, I think, what Mickey is kind of waiting on. He's hanging around that corner. There's the stun onto OG. And it is just going to be the straight throwing it out there from OG, not waiting for the combo. His shatter gets denied completely by the shield. He will succeed in taking him for a ride, though. Fate getting caught in the corner, leaps back to safety. We lose Kareev, however, in the meantime. And Fate eventually just too much damage, can't handle it. Another shatter from OG, another shutdown for the defense. Dallas Fuel nearly get the job done. Overtime is burning, and they're just barely keeping it alive here, Los Angeles Valiant, but that is going to be it. Dallas Fuel hold.
Just amazing tank play out of this Fuel. It's been a bright spot since they brought OG in. They've moved Seagull largely over to the D.Va. And that's something you can build around. The best teams in the Overwatch League have great tank lines. It's time to start considering Dallas as part of the mix. We'll see it map number 2 after the break.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Intel. Intel Core i7 powers the Overwatch League. T-Mobile, America's fastest network ever. And by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League.
What a fight, and the Fuel starting to spring forward.
And they are just pouring it on.
And Valiant storming through this fight here. Nearly has it, they get it there. Oh my God.
Oh, that was it. That was the monster play.
Nicely done from the Fuel.
Soon right now, wrecking them.
Fate with the crucial right click. This is dangerous.
This is a big match for both of these teams.
Bit by bit, they stalled out. They've done it.
Yes, Uber, they have done it. The Dallas Fuel are in the lead in this series versus a team that have gone, undefeated stage 4. So, hey, are we going to have it happen at the very end? Will the Los Angeles Valiant falter?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think. I think that they can take their foot off the gas a little bit. They've been subbing people in a lot through this stage to give everyone a little bit of time playing at the very least. They've tried some compositions that haven't worked out, and they've been reluctant to switch. But at the end, I think when this map starts getting a little closer, even if they go 0-2 and they have to be like, hey, I think 10-0 would be cool. I would really like to be 10-0 and lock up the #1 seed for the stage playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, as far as teams, the competition between teams, it's like if Boston are doing it, guys. Yeah. Come on.
And also, there should be a little bit of like somewhat sibling rivalry here, You got Unko and AKM on one side, Soon on the other. Custa has traded teams, so you do want to beat your old team and you want to beat your old foes and friends.
I got it, Hex. I know what's happening. Tasmo's wearing a suit again.
Oh, that's right. The suit play.
The suit play, it's happening, man. He's sharp. He's remembering what I'm telling him to. Puts his phone in his breast pocket, not in his pants pocket.
Tasmo, again, is one of those guys that I respect a lot because he always agrees with my opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it takes. Just placate me.
Yeah, wise man. Wise man, that Taz. And I mean, clearly the key to success here for Fuel, I mean, they're fueled by the suit.
Yeah. Nailed it. All right, we'll see what comes out on Lunar Colony here. Dallas has run this exact composition on their offense before, I believe. So not a surprise to run Taimu, of course, on the Sombra, Seagull on the Genji. It's kind of, they're almost one of the only teams that does that particular combination of heroes. The Valiant, when we get to their offense, we'll see if they want to try to run triple DPS. They've tried it before. It hasn't worked, but they're a little bit stubborn in trying new things with the comfortable lead that they have. So Dallas Fuel decides against Seagull's Genji. Going to go triple tank here, throw a Sombra in the mix, and then add the nice AoE healing on the ground.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Soon, that is a key shot. Now you're stuck. It's like you got a flat tire out there if you're Dallas Fuel. How do you get across the open ground without the Lucio there to speed you up?
Yeah, no speed. It does seem like they're just kind of going to meander around. Agilities and Custa are going hunting, trying to get into this room and get some damage done. They're covered on all angles. The Mind launches that giant Reinhardt suit into the air.
And there's the kill on Mickey as well. Another key one. Oh, Space was looking for it. Perhaps could have found the pick. Has to play it safe, though. Doesn't want to overcommit. And he is at risk, although he will get topped up again. Nice orb there from his team.
Got the orb, but Dallas did not lose a whole lot there. They're just spread out. There's 4 of them back here. Taimu's covering an angle up top. Mickey back at spawn, trying to get the salty run back in.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go, but he'll get there eventually. Unko right now is kind of a man on a mission. Of course, he can kind of blink out of harm's way. And Seagull's now rejoined them. So, lots of AoE healing going through. Taimu decides to change it up and goes for the straight fight with Soon. Wins that duel. Custa looking for the res. Not quite going to find it by the looks of it. Space at risk of getting overwhelmed by the Coalescence. Trying to get some heals out onto Fate. And there's the double kill. Agility's trying to turn it around, but it might be too little too late.
Not sure that it's going to be enough. This very aggressive Junkrat gets into the mix. Custa goes down, though. And it's really a little bit surprising and also just probably not good that they didn't punish the early kills that they got onto Dallas. They were separated. You could have just rotated around, gotten a 6v4 and tried to crush it there, but they let Dallas regroup. They let them back into this fight. Dallas will take point A of Lunar Colony.
Now it comes down to, can they hold? Ooh, I like it. Some Ana play. Yes, please. Custa. We've all watched Custa stream. We've watched the Ana duels. And if you haven't watched Custa's stream, go watch Custa's stream. Streams usually win things. Total baller. Taimu, though, with the headshot on Custa, that gets things off.
Custa will go down thanks to the curse. They will sound merited. They know that this is a great opening in this fight. Taimu looking for the respawn, trying to keep the spawners back in spawn.
Yeah, the self-destruct in there as well, trying to cut them out from the back line. Not quite gonna pull it off. Taimu missing the hook, almost makes it work to his advantage. Mickey is there to capitalize on the headshot on Agilities. And so, well, time of just the close quarters, Widow work, kind of what we expect to see these days. Just setting it up nicely, though. They're on the edge of picking up 2 ticks. Fate trying to contest in the corner. He's got that barrier, but that's not going to help him with the Coalescence, melting him down. Unko the one to find that kill. 2 ticks here for the Dallas Fuel. A very quick work here so far. 5 minutes on the clock, and they've nearly got it unlocked.
There is 1 kill onto Harry. Might be enough to bring it back. You start getting 1, that's a lot of healing out. Maybe you get a second. Taimu continues to clean up headshots all over the place. And I mentioned this last time we saw Dallas. This is Taimu's best Widow map by a significant margin. It passed the eye test for me, and I brought it to our buddy Ben, and I said, am I right? And he's like, I know you're the answer you want. Yes, you're right. And it shamed him. I shamed him into telling me I was right. But he hits more shots, he does more damage, he looks super comfortable on Lunar Colony. That's not generally where you see Widows set up. He was very far forward on the point. A lot of Widows want that top right high ground, but Taimu hitting the heads, hitting the shots that he needs, cleaning up that point. A very good offense for the Dallas Fuel.
All right, well, we had 5 kills, that defense for Los Angeles 5 versus the 16 for the Fuel. 5 of those were picked up by Taimu. Yeah, 5 of those by the Seagull himself.
It seemed like also all of the kills that came in for the Valiant, all 5 of them were in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then there was 1 at the end on Harry Hook, but it wasn't enough. I really think that it was a mistake to not punish those opening kills. When you had them separated like that, they kind of went for it. They sent 2 over there. Just send your whole squad over there. Clean it up, stagger them out if you want. But they were in a rough spot. But I guess the decision there is because if you don't want to start losing people and then throw that fight that you feel you already won, and you're watching the clock tick down and you're happy with it.
I think, though, they got frozen. You have to be decisive on the decision-making. Either you're going in for the jugular or you're not.
Yes. Always make sure all your decisions are decisive.
Exactly.
Decisive decisions.
No hesitation. No regrets. only battle.
No retreat.
Glorious battle.
No surrender.
So, Los Angeles Valiant switching over, obviously, to the offense. Dallas Fuel on the defense now. 10 seconds till the action kicks off, and we'll see what the Valiant have in store for us here. As far as the Dallas Fuel are concerned, we will have Taimu and Seagull on those DPS. And, well, Mickey is going to be on the Brigida.
Yeah, Valiant trying another different strategy here. They have run triple DPS, putting Kareev on one of those DPS roles, then Agilities and Soon, of course, but looks like they want to go a little bit meat heavy. No Brigida in this, though. 4 tanks, 2 healers.
Yeah, this is the huge beef. I mean, you have the big beef, now this is the huge beef, because, yeah, you don't actually have a Brigida in there to help out. Mickey scouting this out. They're looking to just maul their way onto this point as quickly as possible here, Los Angeles Valiant. This is what it's all about. Get in as quick as possible and just try and find a kill. Try and set up a hardpoint defense here. So far, Dallas Fuel doing a good job of accepting this, of just allowing them to just move on to the point, and then you have OG here to try and set up behind these barriers. And just keep that presence on, keep that contest going. A single tick picked up, but we will have the DMAC already with the tire Seagull.
Yeah, Taimu's just been sitting back, shooting them in the back for the most part there, and all of these kills coming in. They will get a tick at least, as Kareev's going to use Coalescence. Not sure if they thought they were still in this fight, or they're planning on making some switches here. So they will clean that one up. Do give up a tick, it'll revert back to 33%. I don't believe you'll see Fate switch, not with Shatter that close soon, and only 34% on the Zarya. Not the hero you see him play most. Agility's a very capable Roadhog. He's going to stick on it too, very likely, because they will have the Full Hog for the Roadhog.
Yeah, it's a toughie for Soon. If you get snuffed early, you're going to be so far behind on the grab. You just need to get that energy going. Yeah. And just like, please shoot in my bubble. Time, what are you doing? Why are you shooting at the bubble?
That's Seagull too, so it shouldn't be an issue of trying to get charge up for Soon. It's just he died a little bit too quickly. 20% average energy thus far.
Wow, look at that perfect mine. Blowing them all up, out of all over the place from behind that shield. Fate somehow finds that was just wrong place, wrong time for that tire, but still nicely done there by Fate, who has got the Shatter. OG with the barriers, though, so it's going to be difficult. As long as they play behind the barriers, they shouldn't be running too much risk of getting caught by the Shatter. Coalescence up again, ready to lead the way. There's the whole hog as well. OG doesn't care. He will get pushed up against the wall now, but Agilities will get overwhelmed. All the kills for Taimu.
The wings out, keeps everyone alive. Rally happens mid-fight as well, and Unko now supercharged on the Zenyatta. 1 minute. And below 40 seconds left, so that's 2 pushes at best. Still only 1 tick. Dallas defense has looked pretty decent all season, but Taimu just at the county fair, just plinking targets. Except his rifle actually has the sights aligned right.
Yeah, he wants that giant teddy bear. He wants it. It'll like round out the room.
Yeah, pro tip, if you want one of those teddy bears, just go buy one. Ends up being cheaper.
There you go. I said no fun. Wow. That's fair.
I had fun once, it was terrible.
You would be the one like, I can't. No.
I like fairs because I like the shoddily put together rides. The fear of actual death is exhilarating.
That's it. That's where you get your kicks. Right. Seagull's got the tire. And, well, he doesn't have a tire anymore. Let's see. Yep, he definitely doesn't have a tire anymore. Instantly picked. And that's going to open it up. What a shot from Taimu. What a duel from Taimu. Shutting Soon down. That was clean.
And they move Soon over to the Widow to try to deal with Taimu, and that does not work well. Sound Barrier committed to the Valiant. No, this is their last good fight. Agility's 53%, still going there. Fate could win this for them. He's got a shatter. Doesn't hit much.
No, it doesn't hit anything. That's unfortunate. Well, he will take somebody for a ride, and that's going to set it up. Triple self-destruct, all the backline dead. One play by Space has unlocked the site for the Valiant.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Custa since he's been added to this team, the record that the Valiant have had since then, but for my money, it's been Space who has done just wonders for this team. He's a prodigy on all of the tank heroes that he plays. He's got a good Roadhog as well, but in this meta, to be able to play what he can play is impressive.
Well, here we go. Grab it. One kill picked up. That's Mickey overwhelmed. And Space will find the kill on OG as well. So Uncle right now struggling. Seagull dropping low as well, trying to do everything he can here to stay alive. It's not meant to be, though.
Soon with a triple. Soon takes out both supports and Taimu. It's going to be very difficult for them to get back to the point. Brigida's coming out just for a second before smashed into the corner. Desperation for Dallas. Not going to get there. And despite how poor their first attack looked, the time bank's not too dissimilar. About 90 seconds separating these two teams in their bank.
Super clean. Now we have a replay here of Soon going to work with the, well, he got rocked by Taimu, but he had his moments too. So we'll see replay of the triple kill here. This is on the B point, and yeah, this is definitely doing quite a bit of work here, allowing him to unlock this point so rapidly.
It's the impressive part is just the green arrows right there. That's 3 headshots in a row. So he's not hitting body shots, and a lot of Widows can make a decent stat line out of just cracking some body shots in a row, but the real good Widows are the ones who are ending kills by themselves. So a nice showing from Soon there at the end. They made a lot of switches there, so they weren't too stubborn on their composition. Valiant were able to find the right combination.
Going for team play over it then. I mean, they did have quite the nice grab to kick things off in that fight. Removing Mickey early in the fight definitely gave him some room to move. But Valiant now, they had less time, so they're going to be sticking on the offense.
Well, that was kind of an interesting move, though, because Agilities had just switched to the Zarya, and he got up to that grab rather quickly, gets 3 Graviton kills during that. Average energy pretty low, so well actually Soon's or Agility's average energy 58%. So I don't know if it's just a hero that Soon's not accustomed to. They obviously wanted to run a Zarya and a Roadhog, and Agility's is the better Roadhog, so they're trying to put Soon on something. But if someone's not comfortable running it, just let them run the heroes they're good on. And Soon had a nice performance on Widow when he got warmed up.
Yeah, no, that is one of his most played heroes so far as well. So yeah, comfort pick for sure. Now we saw how tricky it was for the Los Angeles Valiant to find success on the point the first go around. Now they're gonna have to try and make it happen all against Space. We're looking at you, Seagull, already with the mine setup. Gonna be getting on that high ground so you can really just kind of lob down nades. They're all just kind of sticking together here. Don't really need to care about Soon. He's off on doing his own thing. They are gonna move together as 5 and start to take a poke at the point here, Valiant.
Agility's trying to bait out some of this damage so he can get charged up. They're in the position that they want to be. The rotation has worked so far. Everyone is back exactly where they want to be. Able to run down Taimu in the back line.
Yeah, no resing him either. No way to get back into this fight. So here we go. We'll have to wait. It'll have to be done the old-fashioned way. OG does manage to stay alive, just barely hanging on. Eventually will get overwhelmed by Space, and this time they don't need the old heroics. They don't need the highlight reel play. It's going to be everybody getting in on the action for Valiant.
Everyone comes in, everyone does their part. You can see ultimate percentages pretty equal across the board up top, of course, except for Kareev, because, well, that's just how Mortar works. Coalescence comes up very quickly, a lot of damage, a lot of heals output from her, so they're going to be working with that one, but it's the only one. Taimu on the Bastion, because why not? That Brigida Shield's not really enough to cover all of the big body of Bastion.
Yeah, it is a bit of an open angle. We'll see if he sticks with it. Unko, he was going to get topped up, and he had time move.
Shredding that shield.
He shredded the shield. He got nowhere to hide his run. Not going to be a pleasant time. Would love to perhaps. Oh, yeah, he is going to be backing off here. Soon, really just focusing, but that means that Soon isn't there to take headshots on the rest of Dallas Fuel. Kareev bathing Maul in the glorious green light, but it's not going to be enough to at least find a kill there for Kareev. Does back off to safety.
Still this battle between Taimu and Soon. It's actually very difficult to end up killing a Bastion because of the self-healing. The flank Yata came in late. OG takes down Fate. 2 more fall for the Valiant, and it is time to signal a retreat. Custa cleaned up at the end as well.
Battle Hook. 2 final blows so far for Harry Hook. 2 for Custa as well, so just throwing it out there.
The Valkyrie Mercy almost should win that fight so many times. She's so squirrely in that mode, and the hitbox is so straight.
That's a good way of describing it.
Yeah,
squirrely.
It's a little bit, yeah, it's tough to hit, and then the blaster has always done ridiculous damage. Just people always yell at you if you ever pull it out, but now it's become much more acceptable.
Listen, you can get kills. D.Va there to guide the way with the D-Matrix. Fate taking point. There's the shatter. There's the stun. There's the transfer Unko. Hero play from him, even with the grab. There's just too much healing, and they aren't able to get anything out of it. Los Angeles Valiant. Custa even going to throw the sound barrier in here. Now they have to get it done the hard way. They were successful on the first point. Can they do it again here on the second? Soon with the headshot on Unko to kick things off. And Taimu finally dead. But Harry Hook will bring Unko back into this fight, so things are evening out.
Space gets OG as well. Not over yet. Kareev's got the lighthouse. He's shining it through. Self-destruct onto the point. Gonna fade out of that one. Everyone stays alive.
All right, they passed it now. Tank mode is out here for Taimu. Getting picked off, though. He can't really get around that corner with Soon denying him. Contest at the last second. OG charging out, obliterated. Mickey as well, gonna be swept aside. And it will be a successful offense here in the end of round 3 for the Los Angeles Valiant. 4 points for them.
Very nice play. Nice adjustments from the Valiant throughout this set. They looked a little bit stubborn on the first map, staying on a composition that didn't work too well, too long. You know, they are also the position that, you know, NY excels in. They've locked up a lot of their seeding, a lot of their positioning. I think they're still playing for first seed in the stage playoffs, but they've locked up their bye in the Pacific. So it is time to kind of start trying out strategies, start seeing what works. And then, you know, you give it a couple minutes, be like, all right, well, let's just go win the map now. I think they're that talented of a team, they can just flip that switch.
They have the teamwork necessary for those kinds of plays. If you're relying on ults and wombo combos, that's where it can get a bit more tricky, I guess. I mean, going into it now, we're going to see more of the same here from the Valiant, though, as far as the defensive setup is concerned. The Junk Widow.
This pretty much is the defense on Lunar Colony now. Everyone is running this. And then offensively, everyone's got like their own little wrinkle. You either run a ton of tanks, some teams run pure dive, some teams run Widow Genji. You can see all sorts of variations of the offense on Lunar Colony, but defense has been relatively standard.
Well, we're going to have to start, for these wrinkles, you know, we're going to have to start having different demarcations? No. Descriptions, right? Is it a lean cut of beef? Is it a fatty cut?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, you're like, well, it's the bigger beef. I'm like, yeah, it's the American portion. Right?
The American tries it.
It's 15 more of our potato bacon bombs.
There you go. All right, Los Angeles Valiant moving in now. Defense, they've got the high ground as usual. Soon looking to reproduce the headshots from earlier. Not quite going to find them, though. So Dallas Fuel with the big beef are going to be able to make their way through. They don't have the Brigitte here on Dallas Fuel, so that is the difference. Harry Hook again going to get shot in the face.
Yeah, Soon is just been getting the right kills at the right time. That is the difference between maybe stage 3 Soon and stage 4 Soon. He just seems to be more clutch, and when these kills happen, and his target selection has been better. It's been the biggest improvement of the Valiant throughout the stage has been the DPS play stepping up to that all-star level.
Very similar approach, though. I mean, they get the shot onto Harry Hook, but they aren't quite able to clinch it. Valiant trying to give ground here and back off, but now that means the Dallas Fuel are going to pick up one tick here on the point.
It's just exactly how it happened the first time around. They killed Harry Hook to begin with, not able to punish or capitalize, getting bullied off their own real estate. The squatters have taken over the house.
Well, Fate's at risk of getting overwhelmed here. That'd be a big kill to start things, and yep, he will get caught. Coalescence here from Unko. They're lining up for him as well. Maximum healing and damage for the Lighthouse. And Uncle just barely gonna be able to make it out of here alive. Oh, misses his orb though. That's valuable healing going to waste, but still, so long as he stays alive, Agility's with the rally, trying to crank out the armor as well as the heals here for his team, and they will stabilize the Valiant. This time around, it works.
I'm not sure he missed the orb, because even if you get it through that doorway, it's gonna slow down to heal you, so he wanted to heal himself to be in full position so that he could get back to his team, spray them all down, keep them healthy, but...
Listen, I just think that's like ideals, Hex.
Yes.
Perfection.
But it's... yeah, fair enough.
Had he just could have followed it through the door. Maybe somebody else could have got some healing.
Yes. Well, in your cotton candy house, that would have happened, but in reality, it did not.
Oh, for shame. Let's see, Soon. Yeah, I like it. Soon is just, he's aggressively hunting this Taimu duel. Looking for it. Taimu actually bowing out of it, however. He's going to try and get in on the fight that's going down on point. Mickey with the double. Space and Agility's bringing it back, though. Fair trade for both teams. 4 alive for each, and they are starting to pull ahead once again. Los Angeles Valiant looking very good here. 2.5 minutes on the clock for Dallas Fuel, and they're getting evicted.
Agility's almost saved Custa. He gave him a target to fly to, and he gave him that armor pack as well. And Agility's...
Dude, the timing on that bash. It's like, oh yeah, you got boosters? You're trying to get away? I don't think so. I don't think so. You're not going to have that mech.
Yeah, you have an ability? Well, not when Brigida's in the server, you don't. Take a breather? Nope. Death Blossom? Nope. Bash, bash, bash.
Yeah, Seagull just changing real quick to get a fresh mech. Has to sacrifice whatever progress he made towards his ultimate though, so that's unfortunate for him.
Full value out of that rally. It's a nice play there. Dallas, a little under 2 minutes to try to make some progress on this first point. Or they have to finish out the map again. It's 2 to 4.
This will be a tough nut to crack here. OG's getting close to his... he's got the Shatter very soon here, so that's going to be it. Never mind, he's dead. So no Shatter, no res possible either without the Mercy there. Agility's deletes Mickey, again with the bash.
I like watching Agility's play Brigida because we all know the mechanics that he has on other heroes. His Genji is ridiculous, and how well he can play the combos, the button mashing abilities, and he seems to have this aggro Brigida figured out.
Yeah, he's got it all unlocked. He's looking for his duels. He's like a hunter out there in the wilderness. There's no hiding from him, Hex.
That would be a brutal way to hunt with a shield and a mace.
And a mace, exactly. Man, like just, you're going in there.
Taking out bears.
Close combat, exactly.
It's really the only way to hunt badgers and wolverines. They're mean.
Those badgers are feisty.
Yes, they are. All right, we got Shatters up for OG. Fate also. The Rhine games will commence.
Shields, exactly. It's like, who's going to drop the shield first? I don't think so. Fate wins it. Mind game comes through. OG has not found much success with his Shatters when it's been a face-to-face Rhine battle. Trying to keep it alive here, though. He is going to be able to rejoin the rest of his group. OG, Unko taken for a ride into the wall. There's the Shatter. Fate showing him how it's done. Get out. 20 seconds left on the clock for Dallas Fuel, and they have failed yet again.
I believe that charge was likely just to get in position, and then anything else was going to be bonus on top. He catches himself a random Moira on the way through, and then everyone's attention split, like what was the number on that truck? And then he just shatters everybody. Nice play here. Dallas, last push incoming. Mickey's going to try to rally to get everyone close to the point. Seagull's already out.
Agilities has gone for the rally as well. Kareem with the trance. They're all over the place. This is getting chaotic. And yet, that being said, Valiant, they will find the first kill. Seagull out of the fight. Coalescence here for Uncle, along with the sound barrier thrown in by Harry Hook. They've got everything going here, Dallas Fuel. Everything on the line. They need to make it happen now, and they are finding the kills. 3 of them. Not going to happen. Custa out of it. OG getting pummeled. And while this is going to be it, Los Angeles Valiant, they will fail in the hold, but there's only 30 seconds added. Dallas Fuel, luckily for them, they still have a Shatter. They still have a self-destruct to work with going into this second point.
Well, these were the guys who carried King's Row for him. OG and Seagull with the ultimates that matter. This is it. This is their last push. Try to close out Lunar Colony.
10 seconds.
Let's see it. Yeah, 10 seconds remaining. You want to get rallied up, you want to get coordinated, and while the clock is not letting you, you got to get out here, you got to take the fight. So let's see. Bit of the shield mind games coming through. Soon again with the clutch kills. This time the Shatter comes up with a bit more of the goods, but there's just too much pressure here. Los Angeles Valiant, they're pulling ahead. Kareem will fall to OG, but right now it is looking very much like Los Angeles Valiant should be in control. OG's been cut off. He is dead. Seagull as well. Unko not going to be able to make it back in time, and Dallas Fuel will fail to tie it up. Los Angeles Valiant tie up the series 1-1.
It's a close one like we expected. I think the Valiant decided to wake up after Kings. They struggled on that one a little bit, but we're going into the half 1-1. The Valiant trying to complete their perfect stage. We're going to take a break. Head to the desk after that.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Sour Patch Kids. Sour, sweet, gone. Wow!
First, they're sour. Then they're sweet.
Oh, thanks, guys.
New Sour Patch Kids Fire and Freeze. Sour, sweet, gone.
Dallas is still looking to sneak the stage 4 playoffs. They get the win on Kings Row, but the Valiant respond with a win on Horizon to tie things up at 1 apiece here at the half. Welcome everyone, Golden Boy, alongside with Sideshow and Crumbs, and you know we're almost there. We're almost there, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it right now. You know, I really want a game 5. I want a game 5.
Dallas Fuel don't want a game 5.
Yeah,
they're eliminated from contention if they make a game 5. They got to wrap it up quick. They got to win the next 2 maps.
Okay, so they got to wrap it up. All right, well, let's take a look at the half and the highlights from it. We had Kings Row and Horizon. We start off with some Kings Row action here, Crumb.
Yeah, this is one of the best maps from the Dallas Fuel. They've looked really solid, especially when it comes down to the B defense. But Seagull just having a fantastic performance in DB. He's actually just been a great player. It's been really bizarre to see somebody make a role swap so quickly and all of a sudden be one of the better ones. So it just shows to you how Seagull's approach to the game translates very well.
But he's always been like that.
Exactly, right?
He can adapt very well. He's always he's been always well versed in the game.
That's why D.Va is such a great hero for him, because D.Va is the most flexible. The role is called flex tank. That's exactly why.
Yeah, and he manages to pull out DPS at times as well, although we've seen a lot of tank in this game, actually, from both teams, particularly on Horizon. This self-destruct here coming out from Seagull was absolutely clutch as well, and they were able to hold the LA Valiant. OG here charging up an Earth Shatter, the second one in 14 seconds. He lands an Earth Shatter, just whips out that hammer and starts battering heads in, and then has another Earth Shatter another 14 seconds later. Clutch stuff to take it. And then Horizon was just mental. Both teams seemed determined to complete it as many times as they possibly could.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Well said.
Yeah, it's very true, very true. But yeah, this game actually was pretty insane, and the Valiant needed to get this win here in order to be in this position. They just don't want to let Fuel have it. They don't want to let him have it.
It just shows you how snowbally this map can be. A lot of times you'll see these games go this way, where it's everybody's capping all the time, and then others you have nobody capping. So oftentimes Horizon Lunar Colony ends in either a draw or one of these very long-winded situations. But in the end, with the Widowmaker duel going to the favor of Soon, I felt like the Valiant earned their spot here to be 1-1.5.
Great snowball from the LA Valiant as well in their time back round, whereas Dallas Fuel really struggled to get point A here. Got it all the way down into overtime before Timu was eventually able to clutch. But it is snowbally, but it's not that snowbally to the point where you can just take it with only 30 seconds left. So the LA Valiant managed to tie it up at the half. And both of these two teams, like we thought at the beginning, playing a lot of Reinhardt, playing that against each other, or a lot of the defenses on Horizon end up being Orisa-centric. And I feel like, in general, the later this series is going to go on, the more it's going to favor the Valiant, because King's Row is something special. It's much more condensed as a map. It's very claustrophobic.
Yeah, now I will say, though, it is kind of crazy to be having this discussion about improvement, right? Because Dallas Fuel, we wouldn't be talking about them, right, in this capacity, like Stage 3, Stage 2, Stage 1. Yeah, here we are, Stage 4, so improved. And as a matter of fact, segue, because this is actually, we asked you guys on Twitter, who do you think is the most improved team overall? And hey, would you look at that? It's the Dallas Fuel.
I would have to agree with that, because if you see the lower they started and where they are now, they definitely made waves. And a big part of it was the fact that they did not have a main tank. They really were just a rotating door of who they were going to be practicing with. So it was very difficult for them to make synergy. Now that you have Seagull stuck on the role of the D.Va and Flex DPS, and then you have OGE, more importantly, just being that guy that's always going to be there, makes this team's practice a lot more efficient.
Yeah, one thing I got to point out, there's a sign back there. This is Custa stole my girlfriend.
Still?
Then there was another sign that says, I love Custa more than anything. So I think that's Custa's girlfriend. I'm not sure. Or I think that's the girl that was stolen. Man, feels bad. Feels really bad.
Sat uncomfortably.
Does it though?
Yeah.
What it, right?
It's like, at least they're still friends.
But Adonis steals your girlfriend. Would you be mad? You'd be like, go ahead, man. Like, you're more deserving than I am.
How magnanimous of you. That's his attitude to life.
Yeah, it's just, I've been married for 10 years. Like, I'll be like, that sucks. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we got Lijiang and Gibraltar to close out the night, or we could potentially be going to a Game 5. I know that the desk is really, really excited for that one. We'll find out all that and more after this.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
break, everybody. We're going to get into the third map of this series. Everything on the line, as you guys can see, 1-1 right now between the Dallas Fuel and the Los Angeles Valiant. And, well, we get to go into Control, a bit more chaotic, a bit more fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Control here and see what teams want to run. I think you'll probably see substitutions when we get around to them. Dallas has made substitutions for the most part at the half every single time here, but maybe Seagull on the Pharah, Seagull on, I don't know. Control.
Pharahs, I'm down. Let's go, more Pharahs.
Yeah, it's almost always Pharah on these maps, so we'll see how the picks come out, and then eventually Dallas will usually switch into a Brigitte, then the other team's like, oh, I guess we gotta switch into a Brigitte. You know,
yeah, and then it's...
You've seen this all play out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only good thing is that we get more agilities on Pharah. One of the best Pharahs in the league, plays it the most, hands down, beast. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the subs real quick, because we did have one sub. And who is it? AKM for Seagull. Boom. Oh, it gets highlighted and everything. Look at that. You guys can't miss it. I mean, Seagull could have, or not Seagull, what am I saying? Taimu. Taimu could have stayed up there a little bit longer, but it's fine because AKM is just replacing him.
Drop down from the sky. Death from above. Yeah, they always bring in AKM at the half, try to get him some work. And also it makes sense on Control because he will also play the Zarya for them. So on Control Center, he'll play Zarya. A very capable McCree as well, where he struggled sometimes in the Widow duels, but really looking forward to this Widow duel. Former teammates, AKM and Soon, going off against each other.
Yeah, let's go. Let's dance. And it is going to be them hunting for each other as well. AKM, you can see on the Widow, Soon on the Widow. So this will be fun. Question of whether or not AKM is going to be able to hang. We're about to find out because it is beginning now. Agility's straight up into the skies, looking to dominate immediately with those rockets, and of course balanced out by Seagull on the other side. So Pharahs and Widows, both of them already going to work, trying to play the angles.
Almost got that concussion early on the bridge, maybe fired it up a little too early there. Now just trying to pressure out this Zenyatta in the backline as both these teams running nearly exact positioning. AKM draws first blood. His old friend Soon.
There we go. Could attempt to go for it. That's going to set it up. Fate and Kareev jumping on the rocket damage. Unko and Harry Hook dead. So it doesn't matter, AKM, that you managed to get that opening kill with your healers dead. You guys aren't going to be able to hang in this fight. Los Angeles Valiant should be picking up first control.
Eventually, Kareev comes in as well, gets himself a kill onto AKM, and it's all green there. The Valiant will grab first control of this point. Most notably, Cuss has been doing a boatload of healing, nearly at Valkyrie already.
Yeah, look at that. Harry Hook, man, he's only wishing that he could get that. Oh, okay, Soon gets it on the second try. Headshot there. Just wants to help Harry Hook out. Here, man, I heard that you weren't as far along towards your Valk. Let me go ahead and just headshot a tank real quick so you can get as much percentage as possible. Because, you know, I'm a nice guy like that.
That's very kind of him. Soon trying to get himself into pack room. Not quite with the infra sight up, so he is spotted out. AKM's trying to take that duel right to him. Soon thinks better of that one. He'll go on to the point, get himself some healing. Now he's got the infra sight up.
Angles here from Agilities as well. He's got that barrage. Gonna come online with that rocket on Unko. That unlocks it. So long as we still have the D.Va to worry about here, that could make it tricky. Mickey can get that D-Matrix out. So we'll see if Agilities can find the room here to get that barrage going. With the transfused, however, that could make it interesting here for him.
He's going to drop down into this window or the doorway any second now. Not all these big abilities are gone. Might not need it. Still has to bide his time. But now 2 kills are cleaned up. Seagull's going to get himself a barrage, but that is it. They take down Harry Hook, and all the important targets are already down for Dallas. Still hanging around here, trying to push on the point. Meanwhile, Valiant still in control, nearing 70%.
Just extending that lead, putting themselves in that one fight. Making on D.Va again. You can already hear the sound line. No! All right, but this is putting them in range of just a shutdown, lockdown, all-out battle. Although we will have Harry Hook bringing AKM back, so a man advantage now for the Fuel. Can they take advantage of it, though? Can they pounce on this opportunity?
They can't bring Agilities back to life, so that's going to be an issue for them as far as just pure damage output. Agility is back in spawn right now. Now it's just time to stall and delay out. Alice still hasn't taken the point, 95 to 99%. Space could always throw in this self-destruct while the rest of his team regroups.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah, he's got that self-destruct, but use that to buy a little bit more time on the point. There we go. Agility's back in the fight. Annihilates Seagull, immediately gets the D-Mech on Mickey. And this is looking like a one fight for the Los Angeles Valiant. Dallas Fuel, not a single percentage point picked up here to start off the Giant.
Completely one-sided there. 16 kills for the Los Angeles Valiant. A mere 5 for the Dallas Fuel, and they came scattered about the entirety of that stage. Rather easy going for the Valiant as they look to take a lead in this series and then try to lock it up on map number 4. This is the battle early on, so it's AKM. Now just cleaning up the rest of it. This was really good delay by the tanks of the Valiant to make sure that they were going to get agilities back in their live. And not only did they delay, they did so without losing their lives.
Very one-sided battle so far from Los Angeles Valiant. 16 frags for them, 5 for the Dallas Fuel. A single kill for AKM, and that was the one to start things off.
Yeah.
And then he kind of just wilted. So we need to see a different level here out of Dallas Fuel. They need to start getting some work done. Soon it's going to be over on the McCree, mirrored by AKM, again over on Dallas Fuel.
Similar compositions, but the projectile heroes differ. Used to be a time you didn't see a ton of Pharah on this map, but people have made it work, and Agility starts it off by just getting Unko down very low. Harry Hook also in trouble in the back.
That's what you love to see. It's going to take Soon a little bit of time perhaps to adjust here to this McCree. Will get the kill on Mickey. No energy there for him. That's going to slow things down as far as the grab is concerned. Woo. Yeah, Soon, man, hanging on by a thread. Dodging the pack, doesn't want to take any, doesn't want to miss the opportunity to feed his healers some energy for those ultimates.
Yeah, it's a small thing, but those small, good details will end up to one fights. Taking on Seagull late will force out the early resurrection, so a small resurrection advantage for the Valiant so far. In control, 15% and counting up.
Yeah, barriers are bound, space is getting charged. The bees are going to start humming soon here if this keeps up. And Dallas Fuel working their way through the choke points. Agility's trying to find an angle though. Does manage to dodge just a little bit. AKM will find the kill, hunts him down in the end.
Can't fly when you're dead. Agility's off the edge there. AKM coming alive, hitting shots.
Man, Soon really just wanted to take him with him. He's like, if I'm gonna die, so are you.
I love it. He walks through shields. I'm trying to flashbang him, tries to take him with him. And Dallas Fuel will start getting their first percentage of this control map.
This is perhaps playing a bit more to AKM style. It is always tough, you know, with AKM having to adjust for the Widow meta. But now you're getting onto McCree. This is perhaps a bit more his turf where he can start, you know, getting a little bit more comfortable here.
They're thought of largely as one of the best Soldier 76 players in all of Overwatch, but it's not been 76's meta since the beginning of the Overwatch League. Not a whole lot of teams play it. Florida, I think, plays it the most.
Ooh, there we go, though. Soon to start things off. Harry Hook out of it. No res possible. Maximum damage getting thrown in. Flying AKM through the air with the Deadeye, but he doesn't get a kill out of it.
Tragic, really. That would have been the most stylistic Deadeye ever. The Shatter comes down, gets Kareev in the back line. High Noon is canceled.
Ooh. Yeah, the sunrise does not rise today, apparently. Oh, look at that Custa. Just flying off the side. He's over there with agilities, though, so he might be able to make his way out. Yep,
gonna get out.
Saves it.
He's gonna get out. Squirrely play from the Mercy there. Dallas, 60% and counting up. We're getting over to that one more fight kind of circumstance, and we'll go to a stage 3 if need be. But we've got Graviton and Barrage ready. Combo as old as time.
Yes, there it is, and there it is. 1, 2, 3. And well, that is not going to be the monster combo that they were looking for. Only a single guy picked up by that grab. Agilities will be brought back to life, but it's only to die a terrible death. I mean, surely. Yes, this is going to be it.
Nope, already used it.
Yep.
Not doing it again.
Yep.
Don't you pivot towards me with that knowing look, Sebler.
I can hear it, Hex.
90%, and now they're on the door hold here. Going to be difficult to get in. Even if they get in, AKM can zone them out. There's also a tire ready to go as well. It's going to be difficult for the Valiant to find a good presence on this point. Dallas does let them in, though.
Yeah, Mickey is going to be the one to kick things off, and the body shots on Agilities. AKM doing a fantastic job of really making life difficult for Agilities on that Pharah. The tire right through. Does get to, well, most of the damage is not going to really matter. They are getting swept off the point. Excellent work here from Dallas to come back on the second point of the Giant.
Tale of two stages, pretty one-sided in that stage as well, despite the opening fight. Once Dallas took it back, they held on to it the entire time, and let's go to Night Market. Maybe Seagull will play some Pharah there. Let's take a look at what he got going here on the control center on the Junkrat.
Yeah, that was not the best situation there, unfortunately, for Agilities. Mine's up close. That's pretty much what you want to be doing with their Junk. But really hoping to get more out of that Grav Barrage combo. I think that's what Valiant were counting on there.
Yeah, as a Pharah, you're just going to barrage whatever's in the grab. It's the grab issue that you only catch one in there. And it's nice to take out a tank, but you'd rather get 2 or 3 in there. That's why you want the giant AoE damage on the follow-up. Wasn't the case in that particular map. See what teams want to run here. Does look like we're just about on the mirror match again.
Yep. Widow far up on both sides, and well, AKM the one to start things off. First blood on Agilities.
Res back up.
Yeah, Agilities was able to get rezzed up again, only to die again by Seagull.
Absolutely dunked on. Trying to get some concussion to push them off the edge. They're a little too far inland for that.
Got control of the point now. Agilities has got to take his time getting back into this fight. Trying to float his way over, trying to fly over the buildings. He will be able to save some time, but they will get first point control here. Dallas Fuel, AKM right now trying to get focused. He is getting focused by these tanks, but some good healing there by Harry Hook. Johnny on the spot keeps him alive.
Dallas would love to take this map away for a multitude of reasons, but the Valiant haven't lost on this map in this stage. A perfect 4-0, 9-2 on the season. So Dallas trying to do something no one's been able to do this stage.
Trying to really take the fight to him here. I mean, Valiant might be nibbling at the edge there. Oh, perfect, flawless stage. It's within their grasp. They just have to keep it together here, but they might be sitting in the back of their heads. They are faltering, at least for now. Right now, it's Dallas Fuel continuing to extend their lead, 35% and counting.
Nice kills there on the retreat as well, as Custa and Kareev get unceremoniously sent back to spawn. Now the Valiant going to try to have some support ultimates for this next fight. Not a ton else to work with. You'd have to imagine that soon when he's in position to, will pop the Infrasight as well, because AKM just used his. Might just hold on to it and have a full-on advantage now that Seagull chunk Kareev down again.
I like that from Seagull. Uses the concussion blast to knock to cancel out the res. No, Custa, you're not allowed to bring Kareev back to life.
In my opinion, it's the most important high-level tactic of Afara. How good are your concussions? Are you using them properly on the architecture to get in the positions you want and to deny positioning from the other team?
Seagull's doing a great job right now of just shutting the door in Agility's face. That's keeping Custa busy. Custa's got the wings, though. Could decide to pop him. Was trying to go for the res. Will get punished. No Valk used. They need to back off and reset real fast here, Valiant. They need to wait on the rest of their team here to res up. Soon has tapped out. He's decided it's time to get the Tracer into play. Going back to the roots.
That is one of his best heroes. Valiant have a lot to work with here. It's just a matter of getting onto the point to be able to do so. 96%. Can they get on here to touch? Have to preemptively pop the Valkyrie. And they're dancing around. Space leaves his mech on the point, but it's the only thing there. Someone's got to get in there and touch. That was a little too close for comfort.
Oh, but there it is. Seagull ruins Agilities. No barrage possible here for Valiant. We will have the Battle Mercy. Custa taking Seagull out in a dogfight in the skies, and Mickey holding the line on the point. They are still alive here, Valiant. There's still a chance for them to turn this around with Custa going for the res. Agility's going for the barrage. Will not get anything out of it, however. Mickey with the self-destruct right on the point to clear it. Not going to be happening fast enough to end this, however. So far, it is soon. He will be the one to try and be the hero here, but it's not going to be good enough. Harry Hook lays him out, and it's looking very much like Dallas Fuel will regain control of the situation and win on Lijiang, taking the lead in this series.
AKM played pretty well. He's got his detractors recently. Everybody, statistically, he's been in the middle of the pack. And nice performance there. Opened up the fight with a lot of good kills, and we're going to see that Dallas Fuel can pull off the upset to the Los Angeles Valiant. Perfect stage after the break.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by Omen by HP, the official PC and display of the Overwatch League. Intel. Intel Core i7 powers the Overwatch League. And by T-Mobile, America's fastest network ever.
You have to be able to be part of a team.
You need to be at the right place at the right time.
They know exactly what they want to do every fight.
People talk about history. I want to be in that discussion.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. And yes, we are writing history here at Overwatch League. This is close. It's crazy, Hex, that we're almost at the end of stage 4. Feels like just yesterday we were kicking it off here in this arena. It's unreal.
It's a blink of an eye. A lot has happened in these months here in beautiful Burbank. But yeah, we only got 1 day left of the regular season.
Nah, that's mad.
Yeah.
Mad. And then we're already going to get into the playoffs as well. I mean, we've already got New York Excel doing a very good job setting themselves up for those playoffs, but it's going to be so exciting over the coming month to see how it all pans out, guys. Well, a little bit more than a month, obviously, from now. But hey, all right, first we got to get in, on this map 4 here between the Fuel and the Valiant. It is the Fuel battling back, as you can see, on map 3. They've taken the lead in the series, and now can they close it out on Gibraltar? That's what we're all waiting to see here. Do they end the Los Angeles Valiant streak?
It's pretty dead even on Gibraltar between these two teams. 2-2 in the stage. I think 5-5 and 5-4 in the overall season. So it's kind of a coin flip of a match. Maybe it's some next level strategy for the Valiant to not want to go undefeated in a stage, because the last team went undefeated in the stage was Boston. Came back the next stage, wasn't looking all that great, so maybe you put that 1 on the board and you call it a day, and you're like, no big deal.
It's the curse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually a curse. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they can keep it together here, Valiant, or if it's going to eat away at them when everything on the line as far as their perfect streak is concerned. This is going to be the proving ground, this map right here. They start off on the defense as the home team. Dallas Fuel as the away team on the offense. Curious to see what they've got in store for us. It's shaping up to be double sniper.
Harry's just looking for a sleep dart right away. That's why he's on the Ana. They're very cognizant of that drop of the bubble just to make sure he doesn't get tranked.
Yeah, well, Seagull right away after the Sonic Arrow goes over to the Diva, Mickey on the Brigitte, and we get to see Dallas Fuel. Well, just push their merry way through the old car wash.
Another mirror match. Widow Brigitte has been the flavor here. I have to say that personally I enjoy the Doomfist flavor of Gibraltar much better.
Yes, I agree. All the Doomfist. Just a fun, exciting hero to watch play and beat people up with. But high ground contested. This is all going fairly according to plan for both of these teams by the looks of it, at least. Dallas Fuel doing a good job of getting a presence here on this first point. They're going to dive straight in onto the back line. Costa, first to fall. Mickey right now assassinating the back line. He's got 3 kills already. Mickey, perfect. That was definitely not part of the plan for the Valiant.
Mickey takes out 3. OG comes in and tickles down the rest with the Tesla and a paper mache defense presented by the Los Angeles Valiant and a extremely quick first take. And the side effect of that is Mickey's almost got rally already. And the beatings continue.
They are letting up. Perfect. Yes, Mace to the face is right. Dude, Mickey just got right in there on the high ground. The snipe on Costa. Oh, what a sick play here from Mickey.
If you haven't bound that voice line to your attack button, then you're doing something wrong as Brigitte.
Yeah, okay, so long as it isn't Mickey with the divas right now, the diva voice line.
That's how bad it's gotten with Mickey's divas, that we're happy to hear Mace to the face constantly.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take that over that. Yeah, I'll take that instead, no problem there. All right, Seagull, high ground shuttle play. Bit of a body shot. He doesn't really care. Just, a little damage to the paintwork. He'll get that touched up right away.
AKM on the ground and have Infrasight ready for him. It is 10-1 in favor of Dallas right now in kills.
Yeah, they are dominating so far. Need to get on this board here, Valiant. They need to find some value. Fate going up in smoke, though. That's not going to help anything. Soon dead as well. There's the rally getting thrown in by Agility's trying to turn the tide, but it's not going to be enough with your healers dead. Costa gone once again.
Just absolute dominance right
body
now.
blocking at the door as well. Kareem, you are not allowed to enter.
Los Angeles looks a little bit lost here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. 15-1 in favor of the Dallas Fuel. Who was the one to die? Oh, it was Mickey after his run of terror in the beginning. Space got him.
Yeah, but still, like, this is sick.
Well, Space leading his team in final blows. For the 1.
Numero uno. AKM is just body shots here. Self-destruct thrown out, not gonna find a target. And they're already up past the bend. Dallas Fuel just powering forward now. Unko with the trance.
Mickey's almost got rally, and Unko doesn't even need it. Unko still has his armor, as does Harry Hook. AKM, in dire need of some healing, does get it. Everyone now armored up yet again.
And he knows where Soon's playing from as well. He's just looking for body shots. He's looking to take somebody down here out on this long line. I mean, eventually, Soon is going to have to challenge. He's going to have to do something about this Widow, because look at this. It's just a free, it's a duck shoot. AKM just gets to just constantly pump damage in.
It's what we call a checkmate position. You don't have any resources to get up here and try to deal with them. Space maybe goes back there, but then you don't have space on the ground. Another kill finally came in for the Valiant. There goes a third, so you got the last couple. He'll be dispatched as well. 18-3 as another Valkyrie comes out.
Oh man, AKM right now is just having a field day. 4 final blows. Fate with the shatter. Seagull gets caught in it, but Mickey, he doesn't care. He's got a shield. No worries there. And they are finally able to at least get that shield up for the contest.
Somewhat stabilized now, but you got to start getting kills if you're the Valiant here. Transcendence is about to come out. Should buy time for Agilities to get out on the Doomfist. We do finally get a little bit of Fist, but not like this.
Not like this in the Chaos, although it could be the turning. Oh, there's the shatter. No, guess what? Seagull gonna run him over, and Dallas Fuel just like that. Powering through on the offense. 3 minutes 46 in the bank. That is a very quick push on Gibraltar.
That is an insanely fast push. Everything working well together. 24-4 total. I believe Soon finally got a couple at the end.
Yeah, he got
very
three
close
final
to the
blows
end.
at the end.
But up until that point, the only kill came from Space, just maybe saving a little bit of dignity by killing Mickey. But how much dignity be had in that defense?
Yeah, I'm really liking that aggressive over-the-top Brigitte play. Seagull can't even believe it himself. Look at that. Had to take a deep breath, pinch himself. Yes, it is true. You guys just blasted through the defense, no problem. But I'm loving that, Mickey, you know, you get that Brigitte on the high ground, boom. Dash across with your shield bash, just dash across that open ground. Then you can just really start pummeling those supports, getting them out of position, and it all falls apart so quickly.
It's very strange. I feel both of these Brigittas are better offensive Brigittas. We saw what Agilities can do on this hero as well, on Lunar Colony, chasing people down and just going after it. But defensively, you seem to like always be on the back foot, getting pushed back. You don't really have the initiative to go around the corner, so a little bit of a different world on both sides. And I think we'll probably see pretty similar compositions going as we switch sides here.
Yeah, it does seem like that's the name of the game, perhaps. Just taking a look, AKM, you know, yeah, Widow. Mickey on the Brigitte, that's fine. I like it from here, from AKM, though. This is good. Early shot. See if he gets any value out of it, then just back off for free.
I mean, it might be for free. When you're looking for the early shot, so is the other Widow. So it's just challenging them to a good old-fashioned duel. We'll see if AKM wants to try the strat where you kind of grapple up to this globe here. There's a very high tower. You can get a super high grapple. See if you can find an angle there. But it does leave you kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
He's waiting for the tanks to go up on the high ground, it looks like. Yep, there's the headshot.
22% added to his infra sight already.
Yeah, that's also, look at Custa just shooting up on the Valk. 17, 18% just off of that. Yeah, buddy, that's not worth the trade-off, I think, AKM. But, hey, whatever works. He's just going to be, you know, it's like a confidence builder there. Hex, you know, he hits the shot, he needed that, and now he can go in for the fight. If you kill him, it's fine.
AKM super low, does get healing there. And the only issue with AKM, it's not really been his damage output, it's just been he dies a little too often. And it seems like now his supports have understood where he's going to be when he needs healing, because there's been a couple times he's been laid rather low, but he always gets healed up.
Yeah, he has been doing a better job of, oh, beautiful, AKM. Body shot, headshot combination soon does get rezzed up.
You always got to double tap to be sure.
Yeah.
Is it Zombie Land?
Exactly.
Someone ate a mine. Someone's got a bit of the black lung pop. They come around the corner here, trying to get something going. The tank pressure has been very, very nice from Dallas.
Safe. There's the angle from Soon. Just waiting for AKM. But AKM, with a glance through the window, game is up. He should be aware. Doesn't change it. Doesn't matter. Brilliant shot from Soon.
Hey, at some point you got to try to get out of there, right? So he gets out. He will get resurrected. Not going to die that time, though.
Yeah, does manage to survive it. Now he'll have the advantage of the angle. Rallies are getting thrown into this. Agility's generating armor for his team. Mickey's still a few percentage points off of his, and that's not going to help when Harry Hook and Unko both dead. Los Angeles Valiant doing a good job. A little bit slower, obviously, than what Dallas Fuel managed, but, I mean, this is still a respectable time.
I feel like we need to start calling that Brigida's corner, because it feels like every match there's a Brigida going to the left, or the reinforcements are going to be, that'll teach you to split spawn, Unko. Totally his fault.
Yeah, exactly. Not really at all. Not really. But hey, he got a little value out of it. Got the kill on Suit. Did Unko?
Kareev and Custa, the lonely cart pusher. So just some space being created up top by these tanks. They will get all the free push in the world. So they're going to have a self-destruct too. It could be a very good spot for self-destructs coming over the top of the shuttle.
All right, well, Unko's getting converted into a beast. Oh, nicely done. Seagull, once again, the assassin, stepping in. 8 final blows and counting for Seagull. So starting off that fight with a kill on Soon, and then following it up here with a kill on Custa. That's going to really slow things down here for the Valiant. Got to wait, be patient.
It's an important set for AKM, I think, personally. And not only is it a grudge match against some of his old teammates, the old Rogue squad, but also you silence some doubters. You know, people are, why do you ever take Taimu out? And Taimu's got a huge fan base, but AKM has been up to the task today.
He has looked very good. Especially the McCree play. That was when I think he started to get a bit more confidence going forward. Because he was a little silent with the Widow on the first point, but then McCree kind of bigged him up a bit.
It's also tough. He comes in at the half, and you're coming in pretty cold, right? I mean, you could be scrimming alone, maybe a free-for-all, but it's not the same as coming in for the entirety of game. We see a lot of Widows in this league don't really start turning it on until map 2 and 3.
Oh, Seagull deciding it's a bit too hot. Got to back off. Dallas Fuel still in the defense. 3 minutes on the clock here for the Valiant. Fate deciding to go primal. Harry Hook gonna get healed up. The trance thrown in here by Unko. Enough is enough. He's holding on to that armor by hook or by crook. And now we got Harry Hook delaying the Valk just a little while longer. Does get the wings out.
Agility's solo rallies to try to take down Unko, but now he's going to rotate back over to his team. Is able to take down his counterpart, but a nice res brings Mickey back into this, and Dallas holding strong.
Yeah, and now Dallas have got the benefit of the rally. Bit of the armor going there on Seagull. Bit of the healing as well. OG eventually gonna find the kill on Soon. So no Widow to worry about here. Now for the Dallas Fuel, he died in an unresable spot. So now it's just about getting the job done here on the point, holding out. Space finds Unko in the open with that self-destruct. They could get the follow-up on Kareev and Custa, though. The cleave damage from OG, too good. Kareev, Custa dead for the Valiant.
OG did his best to try to save Harry Hook, who got stuck in a tunnel over there, but it is the assassin of Mickey. Not going to be enough damage output to ever duel down a Brigida there, as she's flailing away, healing up. You don't have abilities when Brigida's around either. Just kind of stuns you out of everything, pushes you away. Dallas's defense looking good.
Oh man, and that's a perfect rally. That's exactly what you want going into the next fight. You even have AKM getting the armor. Mickey, as far as support is concerned, you can see the difference. He's getting the kills and he's in all these fights, but his healing right now, he's done nearly 3,000 more healing than Agility's.
Yeah, his armor provided 5,600, Agility's 2,400.
Yeah, that's a monstrous difference in performance. Mickey right now, man, once again, really coming into his own now that this hero has been added to the pool. Giving Dallas Fuel more tools to work with. And yep, there you go. Speak of the devil, Agility's just saw him. And there we go, 2 kills for Mickey.
What are his final blows at now? He's only got 6 final blows, but he's in on 21 of the eliminations. Total body count as it stands, 40-17 in favor of Dallas. They're trying to end this series right here, right now. 1 minute remains for the Valiant offense. It's time to get a good rally here. They have perfect positioning to do it. Rally is up, everyone group up together, huddle around the campfire, sing Kumbaya, get some armor.
Another way for Kareev to get back over there, float his way in. Sorry guys, I can only float so fast. So he's back into it. Now they've got the armor on everybody here. This is a bit more of an even fight. Good ults here, however, for Dallas Fuel to make use of. And now AKM going to be able to see through walls. That'll certainly help. Look at, yeah, exactly. He's got his eyes on the prize, directly hunting him down. Unko caught in the open, though.
OG challenged soon, but didn't end up using the tech to turn around as he dove in, took a headshot, went down very quickly. And now the Valiant have started to turn this around. Seagull out of the mix as well. Fate at any moment can just cut this team in half with a Primal Rage should he so wish.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Unko. That's twice now he's died to self-destructs, and they really need him to start getting better at avoiding those.
Yeah, well, I mean, as Zen, as you mentioned, you can only float so fast, so there's a lot of times where you're just out in no man's land, and when you're not having a pure shield tank, if that bubble's on cooldown, you're in trouble. You have 0 mobility as Zen.
All right. Making excuses for him, Hex. I get it.
No, I don't know, just saying. There's no excuse for Lucio's usually to die to self-destruct. Now, if that happens, you know, you gotta take some skating lessons.
Well, Mickey with the rally. Unko's gonna get beast mode again. So we'll see. Can he turn here? Can he keep it going?
62, almost 6,300 armor provided. Agility's closed the gap a little at 3,600, but that's a huge advantage, especially with how armor works.
Soon is out of it. Space gets demeched. Seagull right now is just running amok. Doesn't even care about Space, just leaves them to run back mechless. Ah, that's ruthless. Then there's the stagger. 40 seconds on the clock here for the Valiant. Dallas Fuel right now in the lead, 2-1 in this series. They need this map to end it right here with the W.
Okay, so you only have one push, and you know this. You might as well passively wait for Agilities to charge here. Maybe someone peeks so he can heal. Then get all your armor. Then you've got everything you want to work with. There's no need to try to go in now without the armor. Rally's ready.
There it is. There's the rally. Everybody should be getting armored up here. Space eventually going to make it happen. Yep, there's the shatter attempt from OG. The trance is there to cancel it out, however. And Seagull will be the one to come up with the goods. A DMEC on Space and a kill on Agilities. OG removes Space. And Los Angeles Valiant, they're on the ropes right now. They've got to come up with something big here to stay in this fight. But OG just plodding his way forward with 3 players alive for Los Angeles Valiant. Dallas Fuel taking their time, giving a bit of ground here.
They have to pull back. They bring AKM up. Now they're nearing a rally of their own, but Valiant's in a tough position. They have to fight on the cart. We're in overtime.
Yeah, we're in overtime now. This is it. They have to completely crush Los Angeles Valiant. They have no room for error. AKM losing the duel versus Suit. It's a great start here for the Valiant. We will have the rally coming out here from Mickey, as well as Agilities. Both of these teams getting armor. Unko hanging in there by a thread, and he will eventually get overwhelmed by Agilities. Could they be faltering at the very end here, Dallas? OG with another shatter. Not going to come with a kill, though. And Los Angeles Valiant, this is looking great.
Had the shatter, looked for a charge, got stunned out by Agility shield bash. They are still rolling on the cart here. 1 or 2 kills could turn this for Dallas. They're going to have Valkyrie as well. It's just how do you get out of here? You have to pop Valk in spawn to get out. Seagull DMAC though.
Wow, Seagull got melted there. And now Seagull's dead. Harry Hook charging back out, going for the bold res. Somehow survives it, only to have OG blow up literally Mickey. Last man alive, not for long, and there isn't anything stopping these guys. Los Angeles Valiant in the end, in overtime, succeed in collecting 3 points, tying up the map.
Well, came in clutch. It's a good sign, even if they didn't look very good on their defense. They found the abilities they needed towards the end. They started getting better rallies out of it. Agilities stopped using rally to chase down people in the corner. Went after Unko solo just with rally. I know it's fun. It's fun to do, but your team needs the armor. And overall agility is, I believe, about 5,000 armor provided, 4,900, 7,300 armor provided by Mickey.
By Mickey, yeah. And the heals as well. Agilities did somewhat catch up towards the end, but yeah, Mickey's still pretty far ahead with 9,700 healing. So right now, Mickey really does feel like that it's a comfort hero for him. You know, Brigitte, Diva, you know, it's fine. But really on that Brigitte, he seems to shine.
I don't think anyone would dispute that it's been a very good patch for Dallas at this stage, because it allowed Mickey to get off of the Diva, which he was known for coming up, but then so many people started specializing in Diva. Diva was kind of this new-ish hero when Mickey picked it up, and there weren't a ton of specialists on it, and it really fit into the meta at the perfect time when Envious, now Dallas Fuel, made that call. But now Mickey seems better on the Brigitte. Seagull has looked better on the Diva than Mickey did the entirety of the first 3 stages. So yeah, it all works out for Dallas, and now the results are coming to bear.
And I would say Los Angeles Valiant, having finished in overtime, they'll be the ones to continue on the offense here. So will they be able to plow through? It's all about every meter of progress possible. They decide to just charge together as a team to try and take control of the high ground and fail to do so as well. Dallas Fuel still with a foothold up there.
That was a bit of a posture dive though, where you don't necessarily try to get all up in the team. You want to land a little bit short. You'll see a lot of teams do that, try to bait out some abilities and just let them know that you're around and you can't just sit there, otherwise we will dive at you.
Still hanging out there. It's just they're looking for a brawl up there, Dallas. 20 seconds left before we get into overtime here for Valiant, and that is going to be a situation where they cannot afford to leave the cart even for a second. Fate with the kill on Mickey to start, though. This is big. could set it up here. Not sure if Harry Hook's gonna be able to get the res off on Mickey. He might have a long, yeah, he's gonna have a long, oh, no, Harry, he stuck it at the end.
Yeah, that's because Agility's died. Agility's was camping that body, trying to make sure they couldn't bring Mickey back to life, as he's been an issue for them, but they bring him back full force, 6v6, overtime.
6v6, and yep, there's the kill. AKM, the one to turn it, Space getting D-Max as well isn't gonna help things. The trans, very quick from both of the Zenyatta's out, and Agility's now on the Doom. Not gonna have any joy though. Mickey is there to find the stun on him and the kill. Los Angeles Valiant right now, this might be as far as they make it here in overtime, as they are getting ejected bodily from the point. Fate going primal is gonna be the only one keeping it alive here for the Valiant, but it will not be enough. Dallas Fuel hold. 3 points is where it ends for the Valiant.
446.
Yeah, you got a long time.
A little bit past there. I've just been so impressed with the tank line throughout. They almost held before Valiant finished the map based on some plays from OG and Seagull. Right there, OG and Seagull combined to get a couple, and I think a lot of people didn't know about OG coming into this, but he is well-rounded. There's still some tanks in the Overwatch League where like, hey, is Winston's fine, is Reinhardt's a liability, or vice versa.
Sure.
OG seems like he's got them both figured out to equal degrees.
Yeah, he can definitely deliver on all sides. As far as the kills are concerned right now, I mean, Dallas Fuel are just still stomping. 54 kills to 35 kills.
Yeah, up by about 20. It's funny because the damage done is just about equal, but the healing output for Dallas has been a total of about 5,000 more, almost 6,000.
Let's say now, as you guys can see, 30 seconds on the clock. Dallas Fuel will be on the offense with a whole monstrous amount of time. And yeah, there we go. We get Agilities right out the gates with the Doom.
All right, so this will decide which Doomfist skin I buy, whether it's the Gladiators or the Valiant. That Gladiator's purple, though, looks real good on Doomfist. It's got the lion on the chest. It looks real nice.
It does. I don't know, though, man. Green and gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah.
It's got a certain flair.
As a Wisconsin boy, I respect the green and golds. You know, little Packers colors there.
Let's go in here. Dallas Fuel now. There we go. Seagull taking control of the high ground, clearing out the bridge. Payload making its merry way to the destination that awaits not too far along the bend. Let's go. Los Angeles Valiant really just kind of holding back, almost trying to sucker him in, it looks like. There we go. Agilities is going to be up here to punch somebody in the face as soon as they poke up.
That's why Doomfist is so good, is because these tanks try to hold this perch, and you can just knock them off. Got to finish that kill. He does just that. AKM out of it. Get out of here, Diva. The adults are talking. AKM res back up.
Yeah, we will get the res. So now, the problem is here, Dallas, they need to still maintain some kind of a presence on this payload.
Yeah, you should be getting some free push around the bend while your tanks are in equal position up top. Yeah, Seagull will take down.
Seagull can go down there because he can boost right back up onto the roof again if he's needed. So right now it's just about getting that progress on the payload. Every meter, look at how they nearly got it down already, Dallas Fuel. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Agility's getting in position here to get a snipe. And he's going to go in with his main tank as well. Surely that's going to be Unco dead. Immediately Harry Hook as well. Harry Hook was right on the edge of Valkyrie as well. But then a couple of kills here for Dallas Fuel. Los Angeles Valiant have got a whole lot longer to run.
Not over yet. Mickey and OG take down a couple more. It is Space and Kareev alive. Seagull still posturing about, but with no healing sources aside from that payload, it is time to give up the push. OG tried to sneak another meter in there or so. They will be evicted. A little over 3 minutes left to push a very small distance.
Yeah, one clean fight here, holding on to their ults. Custa and Kareev have already got their ults online. Unco nearly has the trance. He was the first to die. And Mickey's got the rally. That's probably what they're waiting for here. Everybody gather. Everybody get the armor. OG, you too. Come on. And now we all get in and look for the monster fight. They can't say the same, though, Valiant. They're a bit squishy.
And for side up as well. So now they know where everybody is. Soon is still a while away from that. Valiant just cannot die with ults up. They've got support ultimates. Valkyrie comes out first.
Oh, buddy. The trance at the nick of time can keep them alive here. Agility's looking like he's going to get overwhelmed by the Harry Hook Battle Mercy. And yep, sure enough, Harry Hook going to gun him down. Mickey with the stun on Space as well. 3 guys waiting in the corner here for Valiant, trying to hang in there, trying to put up the fight, trying to stagger for as long as possible. Fate goes primal, but he's getting focused down so ruthlessly here with the Discord Orb. He just soaks damage, the stun, and that's it. They will succeed. Dallas Fuel with the win, 3-1 over Los Angeles Valiant.
They get to play spoiler to the Valiant's perfect stage, and they technically keep their stage hopes alive. The Fuel have grown so much in this stage 4 The future burning bright, burning blue for Dallas.
Mickey getting a ride across as well. Except that I think it was Mickey doing a lot of the carrying today. Excellent performance from Mickey today on the Brigida. Custa, bit of a sore spot soon as well. A lot riding on a lot of history between both of these teams, both of these players. But that is a well-deserved victory there for the Dallas Fuel. 3-1, nobody can take it away from them. They did their jobs today. Excellent work.
Played really well, and I do just still want to give the tank line a lot of credit. I think if you're Dallas, you have the core that you want to build around here, maybe add some pieces going forward. 3-1 is our final score here. Dallas Fuel over the Los Angeles Valiant. We'll see what the desk has to say after this break.
Is this happening? You better believe it! Here is the dead eye! It's so filthy! Heck, and it's
What did we do to deserve such incredible Overwatch?
What's up, you beautiful people? Welcome back to MLG's Watchpoint. We know you missed us. I love watching this team
They just don't want to challenge him. There are some real issues going on behind the scenes.
Not everybody can improve, guys.
Need him to be on fire, and he won't.
You want him on Widow as much as possible.
Yeah, this is a disaster of a play.
If you don't have the resources, you can't put together a winning strategy anyway.
Can you imagine what's going to be going through your head?
It'll be a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a family here, and we treat each other like brothers and sisters.
I mean, in a game that moves as fast as Overwatch, it's actually huge. This team could avoid the semifinal match if they just stuck with this lineup. You might be right. Is that all you're going to say?
What's up, Overwatch fans?
Do what we're told.
You need sweet names like Rocky.
Idiots. Or once you get stuff like that.
This is Watchpoint.
That's Emmy material.
It was okay, I guess.
It was a critical game for the Fuel, and they were able to make it happen. They get the 3-1 victory. If they had gone to a Game 5, that would have been their stage 4 playoff hopes absolutely vanquished, but they managed to survive for another day. Welcome back to the desk. You have Golden Boy as well as Sideshow, Crumbs. I don't know why I always like go to you and I pause for a brief moment.
You forget my name.
Not only. Well, no, because I want to say Josh. I want to say Josh. I don't.
You can't say Josh.
He's getting old. It's Alzheimer's.
Yeah, no, I know, right? The end is nigh for me. All right, well, let's look at the highlights for the second half. We had Li Zhang and Gibraltar. And overall, I mean, the Battlefield continuing this upward trajectory of improvement and just really finding their footing.
Absolutely, yeah. Dallas looked great towards the second half of this match. I think the LA Valiant certainly have less to play for compared to the Dallas Fuel, who are very hungry to, as you were saying earlier, Crumbs, really validate themselves as a team that can go toe-to-toe with the top of the standings. But Dallas Fuel's players, particularly Seagull, I thought, was having a stellar match on Li Zhang. His Pharah was excellent and went toe-to-toe with agilities and got the better end of him most of the time. And OGE is playing really well on the main tank at the moment.
He's become super consistent throughout, really. Before at the start, we were thinking, okay, what does OGE bring? We're not really too sure because the team just wasn't there. But now that they're clearly firing on all cylinders, OGE just seems like one of the better tanks in the league, and that's really great for the Dallas Fuel. You know what a great tank does to a team. Remember what we saw, the Gladiators transformation. This is something that I think is happening to Dallas as well.
You know what I think is crazy? We came back out of the break, and when we talk about the fact that the Dallas Fuel just beat the Valiant, who were going for a perfect stage.
Yeah.
And it was like a casual thing. This is how far this team has come. That we can just talk about them winning this game as if like, oh yeah, no, we had them winning this game. I mean, you know, in some respects, Valiant, they're like one of the top teams in the league right now.
Definitely, and I think the Valiant may have slipped up a little bit here, honestly, because as much as I say that they don't really have anything to play for, that is a bit of a spot in history to say that you had a perfect stage in the inaugural season. That puts you alongside the Boston Uprising as teams that people will remember in the upcoming seasons. You know, every time you've actually set a record at that point. So for the LA Valiant, now they really just have to prove themselves both in Stage 4 finals, and obviously what they're going to be looking at most is the overall playoffs and being able to take down NYXL or whoever they meet in the semifinals as well.
Yeah, but also just to reiterate for Dallas, still they are not safe yet for the stage playoffs. They have to, I believe, they need Houston to lose, I think, or Philly has to 4-0 Houston in order for them to, you know, be able to go into the Stage 4 playoffs. So not over for the Fuel yet, but a huge victory indeed. And that, I guess, will lead us to our player of the match, sponsored by Omen by HP. It is going to be the Bird, Seagull. I mean, and for due reason, this guy has been amazing.
Absolutely. His Diva play was some of the best Diva play he's had today. So this guy is just such a pillar, and we were looking at him and we're thinking, Seagull can do no wrong. This man is just full of wholesome goodness. One of the most fan favorite players on the league, but for good reason. He's got great play, charisma. He really is the all package here. And the fact that he gets to play DPS and flex to Diva every now and then also means that he gets to have a lot of fun while doing it. You're not gated to certain heroes, and you see those stats right there. Look at that, self-destruct kills. That's a big deal. Trying to get some of those is pretty hard if you don't have a graph to set you up.
Well, I just got word we're actually right now being joined by a Seagull live and in person.
Where's the Pelicans at?
I can't even. Okay, you guys, look, here's the deal. My voice is giving out. I can't. Don't creep into my shot, Seagull. Don't creep into my shot. Hey, stop it. So, you know what? I decided that it was in my contract that if my voice is wearing out, that I actually have someone to do my final day reads for me. So that person was Crumbs. Crumbs, you're gonna go ahead and do the read, and I will just, I will act it out. So.
I got you, Golden Boy.
Thanks, buddy. All right, well, off to you.
Wow, what a crazy day of Overwatch. Dramatic pause. I cannot believe all of the nutty things that happened today. Crumbs, the best analyst we have, managed to predict every single game correctly to the point where I think he's never been wrong. He got booed, but I think the chants were more for soon. I feel bad today for treating my analysts so poorly, but I'll make up for it tomorrow. Let's take a look now at our standings for the next day for everybody to see. It's not entirely locked up yet, fellas, but we got Philadelphia. They need to 4-0 the London Spitfire, not the Houston Outlaws. I made a mistake earlier, but I correct myself because I am self-aware. London, tomorrow, if they want to be in the stage playoffs, they're going to have to pull through. Now, let's go take a look at the league standings. This is where the entire playoff picture has been decided. And as we move in here, Alberto the Magnificent, sorry for messing that one up, actually predicted this long ago and praised his blessed foresight. Yes, this is still Golden Boy talking. Anyway, Philadelphia locked themselves into the 6th seed and the Seoul Dynasty officially qualified for 0 stage or postseason playoff appearances. Wowzers. Now, let's take a look at tomorrow's schedule. We've got some hot quality Overwatch for you, firing on all cylinders for you. Make sure you stay glued for this next day of Overwatch. Now, for you and I, Golden Boy, we'll go home and get some rest so I can host this desk properly. My producer definitely did not make me say this. Now, tomorrow's schedule, we will finally see Philadelphia starting the match against London at 1 p.m. Shanghai and San Francisco take off at 3 p.m. And 2 hours later, Boston and Florida, or more time if you are in the PST area, they will take it on. And the #1 seed, the Gladiators, will get to see them pick their opponents for Stage 4 finals on Sunday, which is pretty important. That's $100,000. If you're here in the Blizzard Arena and it's not past your bedtime, hang out for a team signing with the Seoul Dynasty. For those of you with the All Access Pass on Twitch, stick around for a Q&A with Fate from the Los Angeles Valiant. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my desk crew. They would not be here without me. These guys are my rock, and I couldn't do what I do here without them, especially Crumbs. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. My goodness, I messed that up.
Oh, God. I'm gonna get fired.